happen. With that, the amazing Stephen Dale.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Jennifer. Ben, if you can hop up on our slides, that would be awesome. And then we, of course, have the lovely Erica Leonor as well. So, look.
Hi, everyone.
I just got to say this because we are such big fans of the CI Web, and Jennifer can get you on page one. Their team is awesome. They will get you ready. They will get the phones to ring. So as we go into this demand service, there is no time to delay. So Erica and I want to demonstrate and share with you this morning what we think the top 5 things you should never say to your customers. And then we'll share with you about that. So Erica.
Yeah, so with going into demand service and you have customers calling you and saying, hey, how much is this? Or do you guys have an appointment today? A lot of times you get your call handling team says things like, oh, well, we don't give pricing over the phone. Or, oh, we're booked out this week. We don't have anything available till next week. Or unfortunately, we don't have any appointments today. Or, I'm just a CSR. I'm not a technician. I don't know the pricing. And it makes us think, like, why do we always have to be so honest with our customers? Now, let me explain this. Honesty is great, but you want to be truthfully, positively, honest. You want to be truthful and positive honest instead of negative honest. Meaning, yes, those things might be true. It might be true you don't get pricing over the phone. It might be true that you don't have any appointments today. For sure, that might be true. That's you being honest. But the reality is you have some other things that you could be truthful and honest about. And it all depends on what is the truth that you want to tell your customer. So let's go here to our next slide, and we're going to share with you one of the first things that people all say to customers. So the first one is, we don't have pricing in the office. Customers call. What do, Stephen?
Oh, they call in, and it's interesting. The first thing they ask is, for a price, and a CSR automatically thinks to themselves, well, that's a price shopper. Look, that's not a price shopper. They called you for a reason, meaning no one is sitting on the couch right now going, hey, what do you think it costs for a condenser fan motor? I don't know, man. That's a great question. Let's call around, right? That's not happening. They called you for a reason because they have pain, because they have something going on. And so the thing about being honest is, instead of telling them what we can't do, we're going to tell them what we can do for them. Because ultimately, you have to be 911, right? They called. Help is on the way. There is no 912. So why don't we just show what this looks like, Erica? I'll call in. I'll be a customer. If you don't mind being one of the absolutely amazing director of first impression folks. And then the other one that we hear a lot, especially going into demand services, unfortunately, we're booked. And we'll show that one as well. So ring, ring.
Thank you for choosing Erica's Totally Awesome Heating and Air. My name is Erica. How can I make your day amazing?
Yeah, what do you guys charge to come out?
Sure, I can totally help you out with that today. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Well, this is Stephen.
Hey, Stephen, my name's Erica, and I'm going to be taking care of you today. What's going on? What's happening over there?
Just the AC doesn't seem to be blowing well. It's kind of frustrating.
Oh, dang it. That sounds super frustrating. So is it turning on at all? Is there air coming out of the vents, or is it blowing warm?
Yeah, it's just blowing warm air. Yeah.
That's not fun at all. I bet you and your family are super uncomfortable. We got quarantine going on, so everybody's at home. Oh, wow, Stephen, I'm so glad you called today. I'll absolutely take good care of you. When were you hoping to get someone out there?
Wow. Well, as soon as possible. Today would be great.
Okay, I'm going to pause right here. Mostly, you're going to go into this knowing you're booked out for 2 weeks because it's summertime. And go ahead and push the next slide, Ben, for the next one. This is how your customers feel when you say, we don't have pricing in the office, or unfortunately, we're booked. We don't want customers to feel like this because they don't care what you can't do. So if you notice, when Stephen asked me for that price, this is the script that I said. I said, sure, we can definitely help you out with that. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with? And I just deflected that price, and I wanted to treat Stephen like a human being, a connection instead of a transaction. Sometimes as CSRs, we get blinders on and we're just a one-track mind. So now we're going to go into some scripting. Just hit a couple buttons, Ben, for me, please. We're going to show you some scripting of what to say when you're booked. And so instead of saying, unfortunately, I'm booked, Stephen, here's what I'm going to say. Hey, Stephen, when would you like somebody to get out there?
It's today, as soon as possible.
Great. Let's go ahead and get your contact information. We'll take a look at our schedule together. What's your address?
Blah, blah, blah.
What's your phone number?
Blah, blah, blah.
What's your email?
Blah, blah, blah.
Excellent. Thank you so much for all that information, Stephen. All right, so I'm looking at your address, looking at our schedule here. I know you want someone as soon as possible, so let's do this. What I'm going to do first is put you on our urgency list. Our urgency list can get you faster service. If we happen to be running ahead of schedule, or perhaps somebody calls in to reschedule, I'm totally going to give you a call and move up your appointment. Now, in order to get you on our urgency list for today, I do need to get you in our schedule. And I have an availability on Friday between 8 and 10. Can I book that appointment to get you on today's urgency list to provide you with faster service?
Yeah, I can do that. You know what? Maybe I'll just call around and try to find somebody.
Okay, now I'm going to pause right here. This is the first tool that we want to offer customers. I didn't anywhere in here say, no, unfortunately, we're booked. All I'm telling him is what I can do for him. And if you are interested in the next 3 tools that we have when customers give pushback, like what Stephen just did, we have 3 more tools to add on top of the urgency list. So really quickly, we're going to give you the next 3 things to never say to your customers. The next one, when you use these scripts, first off, this is how your customers feel. They are so happy because now they like you.
Well, think of it like this, Erica. I mean, I'm calling because something is going on, and so many times the phones are ringing in demand service. We just say things like, look, let me get you on a standby list. Let me put you on a wait list, a cancellation list. Those are all things that make me want to hang up and start looking for someone else that's going to say yes. So it's just a better way to have a plan in place of an urgency list. And we can teach ways, to go with a backup plan and some other things so that we can go ahead and get them in the schedule and booked. Because what will happen is if they do hang up the phone and they call around, they're going to realize everyone else is booked. So if I can proactively go ahead and get them in the schedule and use an urgency list or a backup plan, that's a much more proactive way to take care of that demand service, and you will be the happy dog. So 3 more things, Erica. Show me what you got.
Awesome.
Next
so
slide.
Our next 3 things, I love that, Stephen. Thank you. The next 3 things are, that's not our policy. And we use this one all the time. Oh, that's not our policy. We can't do this for you, or we won't do that. Customers don't care about your policies. Sometimes we say things like, well, I'm not a technician. I'm just a CSR. Well, if you're just a CSR, then all you are is an order taker. Heck no, techno. You are the queen bee or the king of that office. You control the schedules of those technicians. Let's own it. Hey, you know what? I control the schedule of the people you need to talk to. The last one is, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry we're booked, or I'm sorry we don't get pricing over the phone. Nobody believes you when you say I'm sorry. So these are our top 5 things that we never want to say. And we want to make sure that you can get the top 20 things of our script of what to not say to your customers. And that's why if you text POWER to the main line, you will go to a landing page where you can access those files. You can learn more about the POWER certification program and the accountability coaching, where we will train CSRs on these techniques and help them to wow customers. And then we also have the next program that we're launching, which starts on Monday, everybody. We would love to get you on this program for Monday. It's called the Momentum Training. And it's the 6 top things that leaders and CSRs and technicians need to know going into the busy season. You don't want to miss out. It is a $2,000 program for only $299 per company. So go ahead and text POWER to that number. Go register for the Momentum program. We start on Monday. It's going to knock your socks off. Stephen, what else do you got for us?
This one is absolutely, I'm so excited about this one because it is to really get the momentum. It's over the next 3 weeks. It starts on Monday. It's going to be a Monday and a Wednesday for the next 3 weeks. And we're so grateful because this is actually being sponsored by Goodman. And so because Goodman is sponsoring this, normally we do charge $2,000 per company for this momentum training. But we have gotten to where it is now, because of the sponsorship with Goodman, they're only going to charge $299 per team. So your entire company will get this momentum training. It starts on Monday. It's going to be twice a week. It's for 45 minutes. It's a live interactive training to really get momentum for your call handling team, for your technicians, and for your leadership team. And so it really focuses on what is it going to look like the next 3 weeks to get this momentum, to take care of those customers in this demand service season. You go, if you're on this thing, text the word power. Text the word power to 713-856-1853. Thank you, Jennifer. She's so amazing. Text power, and this will bring it up a link. You can click on it. It'll give you all the details, the juicy details, all the details about the momentum training. And the great thing about this, Erica, is it's not just being trained by yourself or me, but you've also got Brigham Dickinson, which you've seen him over the last few weeks as well. And there's a couple other trainers that we have as well that really bring some really unique insight for your company. So this is really a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and we're grateful for Goodman. Again, text the word power to the 713-856-1853, and that will give you all the information.